More players come out in support of Ange Postecoglou, Maddison on his heartfelt message to Son, and key dates coming up for Tottenham Hotspur. Here's today's edition of the Daily Tottenham News headlines. Welcome back to the channel, hope you're all doing well. Here's today's Tottenham News headlines. Football.London state that James Maddison has made it clear that he believes Ange Postecoglou deserves a chance to lead Tottenham Hotspur into a third season after taking them to European glory. Yeah, he's been brilliant, like even at the start of the season saying, "I don't usually win things, I always win things," he said. It's one of them. We knew that we would create a big uproar in the media with you like never shutting up about it. But never once did I stop believing that he meant it, he told Sky Sports. The season 3 liner was iconic as well, and he's got them in the locker, the motivational mic drop moments. Maddison added, "Managers and clubs, you don't need a bigger example than Tottenham. Can go long periods without winning trophies, 17 years, but he's a man who's always had success, and he's a man who I think his biggest strength is his self-belief in what he does, and that feeds off us. And that's been installed into us in Europe this year." Football.London also report that Lucas Bergvall and Archie Gray have said that Ange Postecoglou must 100% stay at Tottenham Hotspur for a third season after leading them to the Europa League title. 100% he should stay. I think he's done a great job, Bergvall told Sky Sports. It's not been easy for any of us, especially because of all the injuries. But as he said, he always wins things in his second year, and that's true. When Archie Gray was asked if Postecoglou should get a third season, the midfielder had no hesitation in responding, "Yes, definitely. It's been a great season this year, and it's been a roller coaster of a season as well, not just the end. We've obviously had some really tough times and we've stuck together." He's big on things like family, and I think the main thing that helped to get us to the final and win the final is our morals of what we're like as a team. Like I said, family is our main thing. We believe in each other, and it's like brothers going out there on the pitch. In the final, we just fought for each other. Richarlison came out and said, "When this season started, all I wanted was to be healthy and to help my team and have a better year. I knew it would be important for me mentally and also to finally repay somehow the love I've received these past few years from Spurs fans and all those who cheer me on. Nobody said it would be easy, but they also didn't imagine it would be this hard. There were days and nights of much anxiety, treatments, pain and a martyr that seemed to have no end. But there it was. And it was when I returned to Brazil for a week in February after another injury that things started to change. Being around mine in those days changed a lot for me. Had me feeling like old Charlie, the kid who just wanted to play ball. Being in the field has always been therapeutic for me, even before I discovered the power of therapy. It's my best medicine and the one that cures almost all my problems." And it was like that, playing ball without fear, until my legs could no longer take fatigue and cramping. That I left the field on Wednesday with the trophy in hands, heart full of joy, and with my team so discredited during the season, the champion. Thank you to everyone who has been by my side and been part of this very special moment, always believing and encouraging me, even in the most difficult moments. Thank you to Tottenham management, players, technical committee, staff, and my whole staff for making it happen together. And we're going for more. James Maddison on Sky Sports talking about Son and the Europa League final. He said, "We had a moment on the pitch at the end, and I just said to him how much I loved him, adored him, and what he stands for as a person, and to take it all in. He's one of the best humans I've ever met. I love him so much. I'm so happy he had that moment in Bilbao, lifting the trophy for this club, the club he loves. He's been here for 10 years, and to watch him and share that moment with him, all of this is our job. This is what we do. But as a human being, you will not meet a nicer man. how he treats everyone, how he treats my family every time he sees them, how he is with my children. He's just a brilliant man, and I'm so happy for him. I'll never forget that moment. Obviously, I was injured for the final. I was on the sideline, so I couldn't sprint on when we won because of my knee injury. So it was the first time I saw him since the final whistle had gone. So we just had a big hug and we both started crying like babies. I just wanted to tell him in that moment exactly what he means to me. He means everything. When you see him every day work as hard as he does and try to change our perception. I've had 2 years here, he's had 10, and he's one of the Premier League greats. So to see him do that, I just wanted to tell him how proud I was of him and what it means to me. Christian Romero said, what we achieved was what we wanted this season as a group, and that's what matters, and my name is part of history of this beautiful club. I want to thank you all for the love and support every day, despite everything, but I have no doubt that staying together led us to success. We must continue. This is the path. And Mickey van der Ven has today been named in the Netherlands squad for upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers in June. And I do apologise, my voice is going because of all the shouting over the last few days. And finally, some key dates for you for the new season 2025-26. On Wednesday, the 18th of June 2025 at 9 o'clock, Tottenham Hotspur's fixtures will be released for the 25-26 campaign. Wednesday, the 13th of August, is our Super Cup final, and Spurs will play against either PSG or Inter Milan. Over the weekend of the 15th, 16th, 17th and 18th of August, this is the first weekend of the new Premier League season. Tuesday, the 26th of August, the Champions League draw for the league phase takes place. I'll say again, the Champions League draw will take place. And on Tuesday, the 16th of September, definitely a date for the diary, the first Champions League games of the 25-26 season will be played. So here are my thoughts on all those stories. And again, I apologise, my voice is about to give out. I'm going to cover all these off in one go. All the players coming out at the moment in support of Ange, Maddison, Gray, Bergvall, and that's just today's that I've seen. It's clear to me that the players do not want Ange to go. They want him to carry on. And he obviously didn't lose the dressing room, as we were told. The rumours he'd lost the dressing room obviously clearly never happened. So many of the first team squad have come out in support of Postecoglou. We've seen before in situations like this where the manager had lost the dressing room or not backed with the players and the players didn't want to play for him anymore. None of this stuff happened. So for me, the club has got a big decision to make, a really big decision. We're not hearing anything definite. I'm hearing mixed reports from different places that Angie's going to be backed and will get at least another season, and some other places are turning around and saying that the likelihood is that Ange will still go. I've nailed my colours to the mast. I think Ange Postecoglou should be given the chance to lead Tottenham Hotspur next season and see where we go. James Maddison talking about Sonny. I saw this moment on the pitch, them two cuddling and crying. I thought it was a lovely moment for both of them, especially Sonny, who's been at the club 10 years. Maddison and him seem to be really good friends, and they were just sharing that moment together, and the outpouring of emotion from Son when we won was just a wonderful thing to see. If he retired tomorrow, he would retire a happy man. Obviously gutted we couldn't get over the line in those other finals that he's been a part of, but to finally win a trophy with Spurs, I'm sure I know it means the world to him. Christian Romero's comments saying that we stay together. Yep, I have heard rumours that Romero is less likely to go to Atletico Madrid now, and that Spurs want to keep hold of him, but at the moment they're just whispers, so could mean something, could mean nothing. Mickey van der Ven, absolutely right to be named in the Netherlands squad for the FIFA World Cup qualifiers in June. Absolutely. I hope he goes there and smashes it, but stays injury free, please, Mickey. And the key dates for the new season, as I read out, 18th of June we'll know who our first opponents are, and I'm sure if you like me, you look who's first, who's last, when's the Arsenal games, who we got over Christmas and the festive period, and then everything in between. The Super Cup, 13th of August, looking forward to that. That's going to be a very interesting game. Could win 2 trophies in 3 months, so that'd be amazing if that happened. First Premier League weekend, well, We're not going to be playing on the 15th because obviously we're playing on the 13th in the Super Cup, but our first game will be 16th, 17th or 18th of August. Champions League draw 26th of August. Again, something to look forward to. I wonder who we're going to get in our draw for that. I was going to say group, but obviously it's all changed now. But to see who we're going to get in that will be very interesting indeed. And 16th of September, those first Champions League games will be played. And I'm hoping to get to as many of them as possible. That's it from me for today. All the best for everyone. Come on, you Spurs.